What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I know I got the same outfit on, look like I'm wearing a uniform, but these are my work clothes. Um, just got out of Harbor Freight. I just need to take a drive. I wanted to work on a car today. I was on vacation this week, but it's raining, so I can't do anything. I don't have a shop as we discussed, and I'm working outside. But I figured why not take a drive to clear my head a little bit, and also to get a needed tool. So I went to Harbor Freight and I got a brake line kit. So it's a double flaring brake line kit that I purchased. So that's good for me. I'm going to use that when the time comes, because obviously I got to replace that leaky brake line. I don't think it should be too bad. And then also that can help with some of the fuel line, because there's some parts in the fuel line that look really rusted and could possibly later on in the future leak. And since I have the subframe out, it's easier for me to address those things when it's out, so I don't have to worry about, I got no space to maneuver, yada yada yada. So I'm gonna try to address all those things when the time comes. Anyway, I don't really have much of a story today. I just want to just first of all thank God for another day, and this having mercy and grace over me and my family, and just in general. Sometimes we go through things and we get stressed out, and you start to feel like, man, it's just a lot of things, burdens and stuff like that. But when you really look at your life and the things that you do have, and the fact that you were able to be alive despite what's going on in the world and the craziness and the grace that was shown upon me and my family, you got to be thankful for that. So sometimes you got to take a step back and really count your blessings, as opposed to looking at all the things that may not be going the way you would like them to. And sometimes, like for me especially, taking drives like this just to go to the store to look at the tools, or even work on my car. And when I was able to play ball, like those are things that kind of help bring things back into perspective, if you will, and allow you to really like detox from the world and it's crap. So I mean, we all have our coping mechanisms, but like I told you before, I'm a man of faith, and I'm trying to reestablish, and not reestablish, but draw closer and closer to God. Sometimes we get kind of content with our circumstances in life and what we do in life, and us being consider ourselves being good people and doing the right thing. That sometimes we tend to forget that it's a constant thing, staying prayed up and staying faithful, and and different things like that, to like really lock in that spirit within you. Because a lot of times you get kind of caught up and you feel like, it's over, and you get upset and you don't want to deal with certain things, and it's like you don't have that confidence to cope if you don't have something to rely on and lean on. So God and Christ are those things for me, and that helps a lot. But yeah, so another thing I wanted to talk about real quick is that I want to give a shout out to Jordan and Ryan. I'm not going to say their full names, but they had reached out to me on Facebook, and at first I was like, who are these people? I didn't really know them. But then when I saw the thumbnail, the picture of their cars, like, oh, they're enthusiasts like me, BMW guys. So we had talked with them, and like Jordan that gave me some of his experiences with his vehicle and his car and his swap, and Ryan asked me a question about some fuel thing, and I was able to help him a little bit. I hope it was enough. Like I said before, I'm learning, and I'm learning as I go, and I'm still grasping the theory behind a lot of these things. But it was just cool to see those two guys reach out to me and talk about the videos, and saying how much that the videos helped them, and they like to see it, and congratulating me on the achievements that I've accomplished so far. And it's really uplifting and really positive to have those feedback, because like I said, I make these videos, I do see the views. Some of my videos will have like 100 something views, and I'm like, yeah, you just do see the click-through rates. I don't get the equivalent likes to the videos. I don't know if you guys even like them, but at the end of the day, like I said before, I'm doing this to not only document my experience, but to also give other people the opportunity to see, look, I'm an average guy with limited resources, and if you have the time and you want to put the effort, you can get these things done. What I mean? I didn't think that my project was going to take this toll, and I have to go to this extent as far as repair is concerned. But it's a learning experience, and the more I keep doing this, the more confident I feel now moving forward. If I have another vehicle, I can do this work, because every time I start to doubt myself, like, man, I don't know if I can do this, I can look back in the videos like, yo, Mike, you actually pulled your engine and you resealed the whole engine. You did a manual swap on a car that was an automatic. You know what I mean? Now you dropped your subframe. You about to do fuel lines and brake lines. Like, you're doing all the different aspects of a vehicle. So you should feel proud of yourself, and you should feel confident that you can handle these things. So that's a good thing and a blessing. Shout out to those guys again, and even everybody else. You know, people who follow me on Instagram and everything like that. You know, thank you guys and all that. You know what I mean? It does help. You know what I mean? And it helps me want to stay motivated to continue to try to make better content, to make things that's more, you know, appealing for you guys, and we grow together. Because, like I said, there's a lot of you in the group who have helped me tremendously with the stuff that I had going on with, like, you know, not knowing certain things or needed reassurance in certain things. A lot of you guys reached out to me and helped me out on a personal note and in a public, you know, fashion. You know, and a lot of you guys, you know, gave me a lot of positive feedback, and I really do appreciate that. And I hope that once my channel continues to grow, that we can have a larger community with that vehicle, and, you know, and who knows, it can lead to other things. So thank you guys for that. But yeah, like, you know, like I said, man, don't be afraid. I know I said this a lot, and I know these videos, like these vlogs, these driving vlogs, are not the most entertaining and sometimes can be repetitive, but, you know, I like to, like, kind of stay busy, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, right now I can't. I work at a college, like I said, so we're going to start ramping up some more next week, and my Fridays that I had off are no longer, because we're getting back to the school semester, so it's going to have to be a weekend thing. As you know, it's August. It's already the middle of August, so, you know, it's going to be spring. It's going to be not spring, it's going to be September. It's going to be fall and winter, so I'm hoping that I can get a lot of this other stuff that I need to get done, so I can at least have the car ready. If not before the end of the year, but at least next year, I can, like, really be able to enjoy the vehicle and drive it the way I would like to drive, you know. Even I was in Harbor Freight, I'm looking at the welders and looking at different ones and understanding, like, the difference. They're bad expensive, man. Like, you know, I know welding and welders are supposed to be expensive, but it's just like, man, it's like, I just want something that's I could just use and get the job done. And I mean, there are cheaper ones that I probably still get the job done, but just learning different techniques. There's stick welding, there's flux core welding, there's MIG, there's TIG, there's all these different things. But I know once I establish that skill, I can do, like, quote unquote custom work, if you will, like, you know, understanding the metal and how to weld. Like, I could do my own exhaust eventually and fix those type of things, or, you know, do a little bit of the body work that I need to get done and be more confident in that. So if I do decide later on down the line, if things align and, you know, money is okay for me, and I decide I want to get another project that may be a little bit rough, I'll be able to have this skill set to be like, you know what, I can handle it, I can fix that, you know, and not be intimidated or afraid. So, I mean, that's just pretty much it, you know what I mean, that I wanted to speak on with you guys. Like I said, I really do appreciate the love and the feedback, you know what I mean, and it's good, you know what I mean. Like, we all need something, you know, to, you know, I hate to use the word distract, because I don't like the whole distraction thing. I think we should be aware of what's going on in the world, and, you know, and deal with it accordingly. But I mean, as far as give you some type of, like, peace of mind, peace of spirit, you know what I mean, just give you that kind of, like, take that heaviness and burden off your shoulders and your chest, to really just relax and, like, be able to unwind and, you know, do things and not have a care in the world. And a lot of, don't get me wrong, it's still stressful to work on vehicles. It can stress you out. So not to say that, oh, it's all willy-nilly, but it's just to say, like, you know, it really gets to a point where it's like a good hurt. Like, you ever get, like, a cut or like a little sore on your body or something like that, and you kind of, like, squeeze it hurts, but it kind of feel good. And I'm not a masochist or something like that, and nothing creepy or weird about it, but it's like when you're working on cars, even though you might be stressed out and things might not go your way, you might be defeated, it's like that challenge that, like, I'm here to, you know, solve this puzzle, and I'm going to get it done eventually. And once you get it done and you see the fruits of your labor, it's like, it's no better feeling. Like, when I started that car for the first time, like, I teared up, you know what I'm saying? Like, to know that I got to this point and I did everything for the car to still run. You know what I mean? Where a lot of people making jokes like, oh, it's not going to run anymore. You know, I'm trying to be funny, but it was just the fact that, you know, that I did that. And the fact that I did a manual swap at that. Like, the car doesn't even have the same transmission in it. and I was able to get it to start and move on its own power and do those different things. So like as each hurdle has been conquered, you know what I mean, it's a blessing. Thank God for that. But also that morale feeling, that feeling of like accomplishment, nothing beats that. And that's why I continue with this project, even though some of the things might seem catastrophic or some of the things might seem daunting. It was something that I felt that, you know, I made it this far. I invested, you know, into this project. The sky's the limit in a sense, or it's up to my capabilities of how far I want to take it. Like I said, it's not going to be a perfect car, obviously, you know what I mean? But for me to get it on the road running and doing what it needs to do, that's a great accomplishment. And then I can move on to something different. Like when I was talking to Jordan, like, you know, doing like a swap, putting a much faster engine, or doing like maybe forced induction of some sort, or stroker, like something like that to make more performance, and learning that avenue of cars and car customization. So it's a lot, you know what I mean? But I want to, like I said, I want to thank you guys again for watching. I want to thank you guys again for, you know, the re-encouraging words and just the support, you know what I mean? If you guys have anything that you can recommend for me as far as with the brake line, fuel lines, please put that in the comment section below. Let me know like what you guys use and the things that you might consider doing. Also, you know, just, you know, continue to stay the course, you know what I mean? I don't know your faith and your beliefs, but to continue to stay the course, you know what I mean? If you're a man of faith or a woman of faith, stay faithful. Things gonna get tough. It's never easy, and you know, a lot of times people have the misconception that because you're a person who believe in God or believe in, you know, or have faith that things gonna be easy, and you know, everything gonna be like easy peasy lemon squeezy. You're just gonna have the beautiful day all the time. Everywhere you walk is gonna be sunshine and rainbows. It's not how life works. But the good thing about having faith and believing in God is give you that endurance, it give you that perseverance to understand that, you know, when things get tough, you know what I mean, that you have God on your side, and if you stay faithful, you'll get through all of these things, and despite what may be going on in life. So, you know, that's something that I got to keep telling myself sometimes when I do get to like those low points, or I get like, man, I'm stressed out, and I just wanted to share that with you guys, and, you know, let you guys know that there's always hope. You know what I mean? Despite how gloom and how dismal things might seem, there's always hope, and always stay faithful and always trust in God and your beliefs, you know what I mean? So again, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and God bless.